What is going on, guys? How are we all doing? So today we're going to be taking a look at a RDA/RDTA. It is the Wotofo Faris RDTA, which is a transformer. So you can change it from an RDTA to a dripper to a squonking RDTA to a squonking RDA. But this is being brought to us by Wotofo and Vape Geek Q8, who is a reviewer. I believe I've not actually heard of him before of this, but I'm going to go and check him out. Probably should have done that before I've done this video, but you know. So what we're going to do in today's video, guys, we're going to drop it down to the table. We're then going to do a little unboxing. I'm going to throw a build into here. I'm going to show you through everything, how everything all works, how you transform it all. Then we're going to come back up top and I'm going to give you a couple of pros, a couple of cons. There's only a couple of cons, like, good couple of pros. And I'm going to tell you what I actually think of the device in day-to-day use. So, without further ado, guys, I'll see you all on the table in just a little fucking second. Sound! Yeah, baby! Welcome to the table camera section of the Wotofo Faris, designed and manufactured by Vape Geek Q8 and Wotofo. So, little run around the packaging. You've got the Faris logo, loads and loads and loads on the back. You've got Wotofo logo, you've got Vape Geek Q8, and then you've got the Faris logo there again. As standard with usual Wotofo packaging, you've got the big window, and it does very much look like it is being made by Wotofo. On the side here, you've got a load of warnings that you would expect to see. On the side, you've got wotofo.com and their Instagram and Facebook links. On this other side, you've got a table of contents. You have one Faris RDTA, you've got one user manual, you've got one bag of Japanese cotton, you've got one extra 810 drip tip, you've got one bag of Clapton coils, you've got one RDA adapter, you've got an extra tube, extra O-rings and extra screws. On the back again, you've got your scratch and sniff, and what you would normally expect on the back, and on the back you've got a big picture of the Faris and the normal Wotofo and designers logos there. So we'll have a little look at this, pop it all open, can't get into it, fucking Wotofo packaging. So the Wotofo Faris RDTA, start from the top and work our way down. You've got a removable acrylic 810 drip tip with a nice little catch cup inside there. You've got, it is 810/goon style threading with the O-ring on the inside and no O-ring on the top of the drip tip. Working our way down, you've got some nice beveling for grip. I think it looks absolutely ugly myself, but it does definitely work as beveling and does as it says. Going down, you've got the airflow slots. You've got three big massive holes there, and as you twist this, it blocks it off just like so. And what you do on that side, you also then do to the other side. You've got the Faris logo, you've got a little bit more beveling there. Then you've got a 2 milliliter tank. And then on the bottom there, you have Faris. You've got the Wotofo logo on the bottom, Vape Geek Q8, and you've got the Faris logo just on the side there. So to have a little look at the deck. Straight away, you're going to get a lot of similarities with the Wotofo Recurve RDA, except if it was in dual coil and didn't have the honeycomb airflow slots. It looks a lot like it, and it gives flavour exactly like how you would expect. You've got a couple of O-rings here, just to keep everything in place. You've got the deck screws. You've got the actual deck itself with the positive plate, here and the negative block here. So how are you going to run this? You're going to run your coils from one end to the other end, one end to the other end, or if you wanted to run a single, you'd run from this side over to this side, or you'd run from this side over to this side, with your wicks going down the middle there. So you've got your deck screws, you've got either Phillips or flatheads, either hybrid screws. You've got your filling port there, which you do get this little silicone nugget, if I can find it. You do get this little silicone nugget inside there when you get it. But it is quite hard to get back in, and it is a little bit shite. Doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. So I generally leave it off and go without, and you get very minimal dripping, very minimal leaking off this. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take a little look at what comes inside the box, and then we are going to quickly convert it over to an RDA. So inside all the packages, you get 3 packages inside here, and underneath that you also get a little instruction manual in about 1 billion different languages, and it tells you everything you need to know inside there. You also get these 3 Wotofo bags, and inside those, you'd also get this little piece here as well. You get these 4 Wotofo bags, and inside those you do get a spare screwdriver. You get a RDA adapter, you get 4 spare screws, couple of spare grommets, couple of spare O-rings, couple of spare grommets for the bottom. You get these 2 little adapters, so if you want to run it on single coil mode, what you then do is try and slot them down there, and it just reduces the space of the wicking port, so you don't have to use as much cotton, because obviously if you're running it on single coil, you will not be using that much cotton. You also get one of these little aglets. You get a pack of 3 of them, pack of 2 of them. I found them very tight and too tight to fit inside the coils that are provided. You get this little wrench, which is the same as in the recurve. It's used to cut down the size of the coils as a bit of a measurement. For me, in my own experience and my own wicking capabilities and coiling capabilities, I found that this leaves them a little bit too long for me. What I think these are just old recurve ones that you've just like, yeah, go ahead, we'll use them. You get an Allen key, you get a spare frosted glass, you get a spare 810 drip tip, you get a coil, which we'll have a nice little look at this. Actually really nice coils, really easy to use. They fire up quite nice. But I'm not going to be using them in this because I've already used the other 2 and I've only got 1 left. So I'm going to be using a couple of my own coils. In the coil building section, you get a couple of spare pins. You can use this device as a squonker in the RDTA mode with this pin here. And one thing that's actually quite interesting about it, which is different from other squonkers, when you squonk into this device, as you can probably see, there is no squonking holes. But as you're squonking it, this my camera's not going to pick it up, but you've got, oh yeah, there it is. You've got these little holes on the side of the squonking pin, and it actually fills up your tank instead of dripping it onto your coils, which is quite a good little idea. It's very innovative. It is very innovative. Get a spare 510 squonk pin, and obviously which generally get pre-installed, and you also get a flat 510 pin, and that's pretty much everything that you get inside the packaging. So I'm going to very quickly show you how to convert this from an RDTA to a RDA. Speaking of which, you get this piece as well, which is your adapter to turn it into an RDA. So we're back over on this view, and I'm going to show you very quickly how to turn it into an RDA from an RDTA. All you do, you grip hold, untwist this, and that's how you put your squonking pin in, just there and there. What you do is then get your plate, line it over, and give it a nice screw in. 2, 3. It's got very fast access, and the machining is really good on this device. It's absolutely solid. Clip that all on, and there's your RDA ready to go. That takes about 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the most, and it's pretty much ready to go as an RDA now. enjoyed the little unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the little build, how I actually done it, how I wick it. That's quite the thing. Couple of little things to point out first. There is a little bit of a con, not with the actual device itself, but I did find, and with the little cotton aglets, that it is a little bit difficult to wick. It is a little bit, the cotton is a little bit too fat to get inside the coil, and it just distorts it a little bit, so I prefer to use my own cotton with that rather than the aglets. But yeah, anyway, pros and cons of this device. So, something that I really enjoyed about it, because this device is marketed as an RDA, as an RDTA, both of them simultaneously, how easy it is to actually convert it from the RDA to the RDTA. All you've got to do is unscrew the glass section and then put the new base on the bottom of the, and then it turns it into an RDA rather than RDTA, which is absolutely amazing. It takes less than a minute to do, do you know what I mean? I don't know why you'd want to do it, like if you've got an RDTA shan't, you can still drip into it. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, see, that's what you want to do then, that's what you want to do. The build deck reminds me a lot of the recurve, and I'll put a little link up there to the recurve, my recurve video. The actual build deck on the device is a lot like how I would imagine the recurve to look if it was a dual coil over a single coil RDA. It's got the nice little skateboard ramp half pipe, except there's more of a floor space. So it's like that, rather than the recurve, which is just like that. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? But yeah, that's a really nice little feature. So because of the recurve, we all know it produces really good flavour, because it's got the nice conical, it's got the airflow going above and below the coils. Really nice. It gives loads of decent flavour and gives really decent carb production. And I'll show you a little bit of carb production with this thing. I'm using one of my own juicers here, which we should have ready to do in the next couple of months. And yeah, 70 watts. 0.21 coil. I am just using this on RDA mode at the moment. I've not got the tank on today. So yeah, pretty decent vape production. It's not an absolutely mind-blowingly amazing, but it's a decent amount of vape. It's enough to be satisfied by it, you know what I mean? Other pros, the fact that it is an RDTA is a massive pro to me. It's like, I've never been a massive fan of the RDTAs, I've seen them quite flawed, but a lot of that as well is when I first got into vaping, before I really knew what I was doing, that I couldn't wick properly, and I think that's what the flaws were. If I dig out any of my old RDTAs, I'll have another go and get a video up on that. But yeah, the fact that there is an RDTA available on the market is a really big, massive pro, because it's something you don't really see an awful lot of anymore, and it's nice to see, because some people really enjoy them, do you know what I mean? There's the old, the iJoy Combo RDTA, that was a good RDTA. But yeah, the fact that there is an RDTA on the market is really nice, because there is some people that really enjoy them. That's some people that really like to use them. The fact that you can get one and you can use it as a dripper as well if you want, or you can get a dripper and just convert it into an RDTA. It's a massive pro. The build deck, the machining, everything, it's really nice. Cons, the gasket, the actual filling gasket on the side, it's a little bit shite. Just, I use it. In fact, I don't even have it in there. But the gasket on the RDTA section, that's a little bit shite. But I use it without the gasket, and I've experienced very little leaking issues. That is the only con I've got for this device, that the gasket's shite. There's two cons. This one's a bit subjective. I've got it in silver, and it's a bit fucking ugly. I have got it on a gold mod, and it doesn't really look great with that colour clashes and all stuff like that. But the actual device, it is pretty ugly, so that is a bit of a con for me. A subjective one, because obviously you can't judge a book by the cover, but it's an ugly little fucker. Yeah. They're the only two cons I've got with this device. And there's a couple more pros. It performs well. It's decent. I've had very little dry hit problems. Obviously that's down to my wicking as well, but also it is down to the actual design of the item in question. The flavour's really nice, and which is to be expected really, because some nice doming on the inside of the RDA top cap, and the actual deck with the recurve-esque airflow, with the airflow going above, hitting the centre and going underneath the coils. You're going to get brilliant flavour off that, you know what I mean? And the vapor production, you can't argue with it whatsoever. Obviously, vapor production, again, is down to the coils and your wicking, etc, etc. But if the airflow just isn't right, you're not going to get decent vapor. It's not going to get full, flavourful vapor. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much all the pros and cons with this device. Overall, it's really easy to transform, so in day-to-day use, it's not that much of a pain in the arse. I just thought of another pro actually. While you were running it in RDA mode, you've got a really, really deep juice reservoir. It's like ridiculously deep, but I must remind myself to show you that in the little download thingy. So, if I did remember that, you would have seen that in the download. But yeah, really deep juice reservoir, which is absolutely brilliant, to be honest with you. And you can just vape away for hours. If I was going to lose this, if I was going to go and get another one, yeah, I would. Rating out of 10. It's getting a 9 out of 10. I can't really give it a mark down because of the way I think it looks. I've seen it in other colours. The black and silver one's absolutely gorgeous. But all silver with the blue drip tip, not a fan, do you know what I mean? But Jamie, the guy who lent me this RDA to do a review, he chose the colour. He might like it, do you know what I mean? Colour and flavour and everything like that's all subjective. But if I was going to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. There's nothing majorly wrong with it. The gasket's a little bit shite, and the colour, the actual look, it looks a bit like a castle. It looks very, very manly. And it's not for me, really. So, but then too, it's losing half a point, so it's getting a 9 out of 10. It's absolutely brilliant in terms of performance. It's easy it's brilliant in terms of wicking. It's brilliant in terms of actually getting the fucking coils on the thing. Absolutely, really amazing, really easy to do. So yeah, it's getting a 9 out of 10. So, my name's Bobo. We've been the VAPERY. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And if you have, give us a little thumbs up. If you haven't, give us a little thumbs down. Any comments or anything, hit them down in the comments below. And I hope you all have a brilliant day. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you later. Decent flavour. The flavour is really, really nice, as you would expect, because it's recurve-esque style deck flow, recurve-esque airflow, and with the cotton, with the coil. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Yeah, fuck off.